where books matter. It's terrific. Hello everybody, welcome back. Thanks for coming. I'm here to talk today about another edition of Ray Bradbury's The Martian Chronicles. Recently I've gotten the Subterranean Press second limited edition. Mine was unsigned, unfortunately. I also got on the secondary market, an Easton Press signed edition. And shortly thereafter, I ordered on eBay a Heritage Press edition of this book. And this one it's pretty old. It's not perfect. And I just wanted to open it up, take a look, see what we thought. I've got a few Heritage Press books. Actually, I think all of them that I have are H.G. Wells books. What have I got? I got a few H.G. Wells books, Heritage Press. I've showed you one or two. But nice books. Come with slipcases. I think all of mine came with slipcases. Letterpress printing. Nice books. Some excellent illustrations and things like that. So when I had a chance to get The Martian Chronicles at what I considered a very good price, much less than other people were asking for the same book, I had to jump. I got the shot and I took it. Let's open it up and take a look and see what all the fuss is about. If it's as good as I hope, and if it's not worse than I expect. So let's see all that. My shipper was an eBay buyer. My shipper put it in a big box. I'm not sure how big it is. It's probably a pretty good sized book. I didn't get it on Amazon, although it is an Amazon video streaming box. But let's take a look. My box isn't too beat up. And I'm hoping that that means the book is taken care of. I feel nothing in here rattling around, so I'm operating under the belief that it is cushioned in here in one way or the other. And cut through the paper and the tape. And open that mother up. And let's see what she looked like. Alright, so we open it up, and right away my seller has hooked me up with some of the old-fashioned bubble wrap with cushions around the sides. See, when you pack a book and you put it in a box, the box helps to protect it. But still, the box gets crunched, bunched from all different angles. Books rattle around. So what you put the book inside the box really helps to make sure that when the person that bought it gets what they think they're buying, and it's in the condition in which it was shipped. Now, this seller used a whole lot of tape. Not going to complain, but man, sometimes getting the tape off is the hardest part of the job. But I got muscles. I'll just go savage on this thing. Anyway, we'll get this this bubble wrap off and take a good look at this book. Because y'all didn't come here, the dozens and dozens of you didn't come here to pay attention to bubble wrap. Okay, I was wondering what this was. I'm thinking, what the heck? But it's in a Ziploc bag that's also taped. And let's get it out of the Ziploc bag. Sorry, I'm not going to be able to reuse this bag because I'm mangling it. So if you're trying to do me a favor and hook me up with a reusable Ziploc bag, I done ruined it. It's not going to be good for much, but it served its purpose. Getting the book to me was part of the job. So here we go. Off I take you. There's the spine. Man, it looks good on the shelf. The Martian Chronicles, Ray Bradbury. Slipcases. I love slipcases, man. Slipcases. To me, a book in a slipcase bumps it up quite a few notches on how I like it on the shelf, how I feel about it when I get it in hand. I'll pay extra for a slipcase. I wish more publishers were in the slipcase business. I'm sure it's a hassle. You order 500 books. The books come in, you get 500 slipcases. They don't fit the books, causes a problem. I'm sure it's a hassle. But I put a premium on books in slipcases. But let's take it out. And this one, the seller mentioned, you can see on the ends of the slipcase a little sun fading. You can see it worse on that one there. But the spine, which is weird, I don't understand how, but the spine of the book, maybe it has the slightest sun fading. You can tell it does have a little bit discoloration on the spine. I would never have noticed it. If this wasn't this color, I would have never noticed this. Maybe the books are more durable, sun resistant than the cardboard in the slip case. But what am we talking about? Look at the front of this book. So it is quarter, what do they call that? Quarter bound cloth here, and then this is more of a paper sort of a cover. But look at the artwork on the boards of that book. It looks so good. And the front and the back are the same. So already I'm excited about this edition. It's not a signed edition unless there's a signature snuck in here somewhere. I'd rather not have surprises. I'd rather it be what I expect than have surprises. Anyway, it's not a signed edition as far as I know, but a quality edition. And the Hourglass newsletter, for those of you familiar with the Heritage Press books, the Heritage Club are familiar with this. It's a nice quality, I believe a letterpress, I don't know, I can't tell for sure. Letterpress newsletter. Talks about the book, talks about the author. It'll talk about the illustrations. It just several pages of discussion about this production right here, whether it be the author, the story, the precursor stories, the who illustrated it, all the different stuff. It's an interesting read and a nice addition. I like it when publishers add a little extra stuff. Our end papers, plain colored, but nice. Let's take a look a little bit farther in here. The Martian Chronicles by Ray Bradbury, with an introduction by Martin Gardner and illustrations by Joseph Mugnani. Printed for the members of the Heritage Club, Avon, Connecticut. So I'm not a member of the club, but I did get a book. Let's take a look. I want to see what, yes, letterpress printing, relatively large typeset. So for those of you who like that kind of stuff, that's the kind of stuff those of you who like that kind of stuff like. Something like that. Let me flip through here. I want to see what kind of illustrations we got. Now, I've got some nice Heritage Press edition books with some excellent interior illustrations. And I want to see what this one looks like. And I'm afraid I'm going to miss some, but I'll show you what I can find. So here's one full page color illustration, so they're there. Anyway, I'll flip through here and see how many more I can find without passing them up. Also, what seems to be common with a lot of these Heritage Press books is smaller black and white pictures among it. So not full page, but a lot of illustrations. And of course the chapter dividers, you can see, have some kind of artwork on there. They all seem to be the same. Another one of the full page color illustrations. And that's, I love these books. I wish they were still around making books, but they probably would either be very, very expensive or the quality would be much less than what we got here. It seems like a lot of publishers are starting to scrimp on the things that make the books nice. So they're giving you less, but charging more. But again, more black and white. We'll flip through here and see what all I can find. And this book has that old book smell that I just love. It reminds me of my childhood in the library, going around, picking up books. That smell. My mother was a big, voracious reader, still is. But as a kid, I was just kind of biding my time, waiting for her to let us go so we can go to the playground and do something fun. But I'd pick up the books about things that I liked. As a kid, I was a big wrestling fan. Still am. Just am a fan of that wrestling that I was a fan of when I was a kid, not necessarily the wrestling that's on the TV these days. But any wrestling book they had, I'd grab. But anyway, this smell, it's the one you never forget. Brings back memories. Black and white, small illustration. I want to make sure I try to get all the big ones, because that's kind of what makes these books special. The letterpress printing, the beautiful illustrations, the other stuff like a slipcase. This one's got a very nice cover. So I'm pleased. I feel like I got far more than the cost of admission on this ride. And this one, as you can see, just beautiful artwork. I very happy with what I got. And I strongly recommend, if you got any interest buying this edition on eBay, you can probably, I did, about a quarter of the price or less than other editions that are available. And it's unsigned, but it comes with a slipcase. It comes with beautiful interior illustrations. It comes with a nice looking cover, letterpress printing, thick quality paper, large typeset, easy on those tired eyes if such a thing is what matters to you. And I just can't speak for it enough, man. They did a phenomenal job here. I couldn't be happier with what I got. So this one's going to go on the shelf in the Ray Bradbury section, which is growing. And look at here. Man, I love this. I love this stuff. I don't see how anybody would hold this book in their hands and not be excited about what they're seeing. So if you got any interest in the Martian Chronicles, Ray Bradbury quality edition books, this is one that's for you. And like I said, I think I paid $40 for this book. Whew. I don't know if that's a steal in terms of how much this book usually sells for, but it's a steal in terms of what I get in my hands for what I paid for this book. Maybe my nicest edition of this book that I own. More black and white illustrations. But I'm coming to the end here. I'm sure I know I missed a lot of those black and white illustrations because there are a bunch of them. But I think I missed some of the color illustrations as well. I hated that I might have missed some because they put the effort in. But here, you know, we only got so many minutes flipping through this book. I'm going to miss something at some point. But I don't want to miss any more than I have to. So terrific artwork and a terrific book. And I've got no more lies to tell. Thank you for your time. Hope you liked my video. If you like my video, do the kid a favor. How about subscribing to the channel? I don't want to beg, but please, please. That's all I got to say about that. C'est la vie, baby.